Not long ago, I set out to play Elden Ring completely incorrectly. But then, I asked myself, what about playing a game completely correctly? What if I set out to not only play, but beat Sekiro Shadows Die Twice exactly as it was intended?
Qu'y a-t-il, chien errant? Tu n'as plus rien à perdre? Regardez-moi ça. Fascinant. Te joindras-tu à moi, loup affamé?
Yes, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, a masterpiece by famous French game creator Hidetaka Miyazaki. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the samurai swords, the abundance of androgynous children, or just way too much monkey booze.
Monkey booze?
But there are endless amounts of playthroughs in Japanese and almost none in the game creator's mother tongue. So, without further ado, I give you Dance Dance Revolution Shinobi Edition, played completely correctly.
Clair, obscur, trouble de rature, trouvera effet. Clair, obscur, bordé aux peintures, trouvera sans elle. Clair, obscur, trouble de rature, trouvera effet. Clair, obscur, bordé aux peintures, trouvera sans elle.
Historically, we name our character Steve with a silent P, because as you all know by now, silent Ps are better than loud Ps. However, this game just decides that your name is Wolf. And I'd never taken the time to look up what wolf means specifically in French, and so I went to Google, and you won't believe what I found. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Where am I? It is the French Shinobi. I must keep myself out of this web. I don't know that I don't know that I can commit to this bit. I don't know that I can commit to the bit. We have to commit to the bit. Okay. Our story starts as all good French stories do, with us having amnesia, being stuck in the bottom of a well, and being obsessed with local gossips.
Mais il a perdu toute volonté de vivre. Ce n'est qu'un couard qui ne mérite pas qu'on s'en occupe.
My favorite pastime. Listening to gossip. Our goal is simple. Find our master, Le Child Androgyny, and rescue him so that we may retire west to work on our detective novels. Do not worry, small androgynous child. I shall come save you. Me, the French Shinobi.
Mon shinobi, conformément à ton serment de loyauté envers ton maître, tu risqueras ta vie à mon service.
À vos ordres.
With our tools of the trade acquired and our memory questioned, I set about shaking off years' worth of no Sekiro cobwebs. Arriving at the gates, or wooden doors, of destiny, we summon our young androgynous ward and march ever forward to mandatory limb removal. Come to me, androgynous child. Let us see what you... no. My French arm. No. In keeping with French traditions, we are dragged away unconscious by a fellow drunk.
It burns the throat, same as ever.
And have surgery performed on us under dubious levels of anesthesia. after suffering that humiliating moment where someone else has to explain what happened to you in the last 24 hours.
Que te traîner jusqu'ici. Je ne savais même pas si tu étais encore en vie. Je ne pouvais pas laisser les chiens sauvages te dévorer.
Combien de temps ai-je dormi?
Un certain temps est passé depuis que je t'ai trouvé.
Je vois.
We set about to cope in the only way one can. Stab. 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 Here we encounter an elderly madam clearly suffering from dementia who gives us a bell. What do I look like? Quasimodo.
Prends cette cloche. C'est un charme que j'ai fait en pensant au jeune maître.
We'll deal with that later. For now, we push on as I make sure that everyone in the area is aware that no one is safe. Not even the animals. After acquiring several new ninja tools, we make our way back to the dilapidated temple to talk to our drunken sculptor friend, who informs us that the bell may be more than it seems.
Je crois qu'elle essaie de te dire quelque chose.
Quoi?
Donne-la en offrande. Le Bouddha au doux visage, près du mur, ne ressemble pas à ceux que je fais. Ferme les yeux. Écoute parler la cloche. Le son de la cloche va remuer tes pensées et faire ressurgir les anciens souvenirs de leur torpeur.
As it turns out, the bell is the key to everyone's favorite narrative plot device. Time travel.
I hate time travel.
Now, I think we can all agree that when one finds oneself placed in the past, there is only one acceptable way to handle oneself. Stab. 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 Making my way through the past, I find an acquaintance from the future. In the past, making him currently in the past.
Bonjour.
Ah, Seigneur! Vous êtes un pilleur aussi?
See, we've already encountered him, but in the future.
Je vous connais. Ouais! Vous êtes le brave Seigneur Shinobi. Je ne vous avais pas revu depuis, eh bien, cette nuit-là.
But we encountered him in the future before we came to the past. Yeah.
I have mentioned how much I hate time travel.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, I encounter the first mini-boss of Harada Estate, who is basically just a, hey, here's how you utilize a technique that you will utilize for the rest of the game, called Mikiri.
Mikiri! Die!
I get a little bit cocky here, and I decide to make a trip to a famous purple brick wall. And it's here that I suffer my first death. Something that, according to the title of the game, I can only do twice.
No. I die.
L'eau loyale, prends mon sang et revis.
I leave again. You coward. No! I die for real.
Like Napoleon at Waterloo, I did surrender, and we continued along the main path until we encountered something that I know our beloved wolf, Psteve with a silent P, was not prepared for. Papa. This time we leave the ninja hunt, the purple ninja alone. This time we just progress. I mean, this time we leave the ninja hunter behind and we just progress normally.
Lou, protège ton maître au péril de ta vie.
Filled with an anger that only a French person who has just been told that beans and toast is a superior breakfast to black coffee and cigarettes can feel, I set out looking for anything for me to vent this overwhelming abundance of emotions upon. We must sneak our way past him and kill multiple individuals. We must kill the boss's entire retinue. Rather than opting to face the boss and all 10 of his ads head on, I instead decide to employ a very famous French battle tactic. Les tactiques fromage.
Omelette de fromage?
Which involves backstabbing them all one at a time and then running away out of their aggro radius and then interacting with the NPC to turn the fight into a 2-on-1 for me.
Yes, yes, fight! Fight him!
Écoute! Je suis Nogami Gensai! Je faisais partie du clan Ashina quand il s'est emparé de ce
Yes!
territoire!
Yes! Help me! Yes! For the French!
Merci. Now, time to put Grandma in a home. A funeral home.
Prepare for retirement, grandmother.
Parfait, fils de la chouette. Et si nous dansions?
Make no mistake, Grandmazel is no slouch. She was a former Cirque du Soleil performer in her younger days. Unfortunately for her, I know the weakness of every trapeze artist. Shurikens.
Not today, grandmother. Not today. Not today.
Desperate and fearing that she will miss her soap operas, she switches tactics. She continues to employ the trapeze arts, but also employs les tactiques illusion. However, unfortunately for her, I have acquired psychedelics. And if I know anything, nothing beats illusions like hallucinations.
Dans ce cas, perds-toi dans mes illusions. Là, on commence à
Not today.
s'amuser.
Prepare for retirement, grandmother. Prepare for retirement. It comes for you now. Enjoy the retirement home. Enjoy shuffleboard, Scrabble, and crossword
Tu es
puzzles.
devenu plus fort, loup.
And before I can even enjoy a fresh baguette of victory, I'm forced to experience what I have put so many others through by this point. Les tactiques embouche.
Les techniques embouche. No. I had been betrayed.
With our past put in the past, we head back to the future, which is still the past. Because this game takes... You know what? You get it.
Si les choses tournent mal, on pourra compter que sur le feu. Ses yeux rouges craignent le feu. C'est ce que le Seigneur a dit dans sa proclamation.
La proclamation. Quelle blague. Ashina a vraiment une drôle de façon de se préparer à la guerre.
I have just the answer.
Having returned from the past with ninja tools,
we combine these new ninja tools with knowledge obtained from Le Gossip to give us the correct way to kill the chained ogre. However, all the knowledge and power in the world isn't enough to overcome the rust on my skills, and tragedy strikes in the worst way possible.
Beautiful. No, not beautiful. No. He's going to throw me, isn't he? I'm going to die.
But at the last second, fate intervenes.
No, I'm dead. Oh, from the depths of hell, I have saved myself and prepared to die. I'm not done. I will return. You will die, monster. You will be destroyed. I will kill you. Yes, even if it takes every resource I have. You will be destroyed.
Once again, due to a lack of situational awareness from the enemy and the keenness of my Wolfen Steve ears, we are made aware of a great weakness of our upcoming enemy.
Quietly. Le Gossip.
Kokage, mon pauvre cheval. Il n'a pris qu'un peu de poudre à canon. Il a été surpris. Maintenant, il est mort. Mort.
None other than...
Mon nom est Gyobu Masataka Oniwa!
Using my spider swordman skills, we make very quick work of this fight.
I shall destroy you. Hiya! I have plans for this. Yes.
Onikage charge!
Yeah. You are no match for me, sir. Be disposed of. Au revoir, Postman.
Pardon.
With 2 bosses one shot, I gather up some healing upgrades and make an introduction to a most pivotal character.
An intruder. Or perhaps a friend.
He needs help with a problem that has plagued France for centuries. Rats. Get it? Plagued. Rats.
Alors, Sekiro, viendras-tu chasser des rats avec moi?
Contrary to popular belief, these rats aren't actually rodents. They are just, well, they're just little guys with big old hats.
Les techniques ambush have been spotted. I will destroy your big heads. Damage.
And for our part in Operation Rodent Extermination, we are given a book.
Parfait. Voilà ta récompense. Prends-la.
Merci.
It's at this point where the game decides to leave behind the more linear nature that you have been on up to this point and give you choices to make.
Le temple Senpo sur le mont Congo. Une sainte personne, quelqu'un de spécial vit à cet endroit.
A few minutes later.
Ceux du temple Senpo ont renié les enseignements de Bouddha. Ils ont abandonné leur foi, séduits par la quête de l'immortalité.
Now, climbing Mount Congo goes a lot like you'd expect. Stab. Stab. Iconic line. Weird flesh abomination that's designed to teach you how to parry. You know what? Shout out to this little section of Mount Congo. When I was grinding for the 100%, I farmed this area a lot. It's pretty good for experience, it's not bad for money, but more importantly, it's got a really high drop rate for Akko's sugars. That's your once per video Frozen Bud fact. Now I know what you're saying, Frozen. Why are we coming up Mount Congo? And the answer is, this centipede gentleman.
Oh, enfant de l'eau de jouvence, pardonnez-moi.
Why are we here to see him? Because he has a book that we need to give one of the two androgynous children in this game.
Si vous la voyez, veuillez lui donner ceci. C'est le moins que je puisse faire pour ma pénitence.
And it's here where I do a lot of what I call busy work. So rather than take 20 minutes to show all of it to you, I'll cut it all down to a montage and put some of the game's amazing soundtrack behind it.
Dam, dadilam, vacarme, s'en va dans l'oubli éternel. Et Gustave, dom guardiam, dilim, didididilam, lute sera dodilom, seram, dim, dim, da, 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 dim, da, 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 dim, da, di, dam.
So, with all of our accoutrements gathered, we ascend Ashina Castle to deal with an enemy that has caused the end of many a shinobi.
We run.
No, not him.
Yes.
No, not him. Him. Can we take a second to appreciate how badass this cutscene is and how you know that Wolf literally sat in the rafters just waiting for this moment?
Il risquera sa vie pour me ramener chez moi. Car il est mon shinobi.
Monseigneur, je suis venu pour vous. Cela ne prendra qu'un instant.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Usually, I'll edit down my boss fights to keep things concise, but it feels important to leave this one in unedited, if for no other reason than to show you can absolutely be trash and still beat these games.
Ah, Chine, je ne pensais pas te revoir.
Meurtrier, coward. Oh. No, shit. I fell for the trap. No. No, I fell for the trap again. But I avoided it. Like a master. Meet your doom, Genichiro. No one can fence like I can. Mikiru, viens, drink in your face.
Je ne suis pas encore mort, shinobi de l'héritier divin!
Now you are truly weakened. You have no answer for being cornered. Goodbye, Kenichiro.
Vois l'éclair de Tomoe.
I shall kill yours the same. That was pretty good. No! No!
Le pouvoir du sang du dragon. Dans ce cas, je te tuerai autant de fois que nécessaire.
Not this time. Not this time. Not this time. Goodbye, Kenichiro.
I'm not even going to pretend. I got completely flustered after missing that Mikiri and just made so many mistakes. And in the end, just completely relied on just spam deflecting. Not my proudest Genichiro fight.
It was fondue to know you.
Ashina.
But it'll have to do, because that's the end of the first video. Genichiro, give us an outro.
Adieu.